What the hell is up? It's been a little bit, but we're back. I'm excited, honestly. A lot of good things have happened in the last 3 weeks since I've done one of these. I should do them a little more consistently, but I kind of have updates on that. Got some updates on obviously the things that we've accomplished and things that we've been doing here. But also, today specifically, I don't want to jump way ahead, but today specifically, we post a lot of content. I don't know if you saw it. Instagram, all the platforms, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. I made a YouTube video, car YouTube video, posted that today. Got another one coming tomorrow. Actually made a video on Find It Tech's YouTube channel as well. So just a lot of shit going on, but we're going to get into all of it. So let's dive in, shall we? Because there's a lot to hit on. So many updates. Like I said, I just need to be more consistent. That was the messaging in today's YouTube video. So yeah, we're just going to chill. We're going to talk about stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. But yeah, let's dive in. So way back on Friday there, received the BlockFi card. So that's exciting. I'll talk more about that here in a second here, but we published AM and the PM. We promoted AM and the PM. I always want to drop the links just in case you guys want to check anything out there. There's our podcast, AM and the PM. Happy with the way that's going. We're going to miss an episode this week, I think, but we're excited. Been doing a lot of good stuff. And we're going to be moving in together here pretty soon, Amanda and I, so that'll be exciting. Get to do more content just together, so very happy with the way that's going. I did a couple things way back here on some web development stuff. So got the BlockFi card, took care of AM and PM, did a hosting page. I'll show that in a second. I'll show the credit cards page. Went to the gym. These past 3 weeks, I probably went to the gym more than I've ever gone to the gym, too. So that's good. And then got some milkshakes. But that's funny because since we got those milkshakes and a little bit maybe after or whatever, a couple days, I've been really trying to curb my sugar intake. I don't think that's a good idea for me. I want to make sure that I try to stay as, healthy as I can in that regard. So let me dive in and talk about a couple of these things here that we did. So on Find It Tech is the my web development business. I've been playing around with this for a while, so I don't know if I said in the last one. Basically, where we're at is I like building websites. I think it's a really great skill to have. I'm happy that I do it. I'm happy that I have a place to do it and everything's set up. But I really don't want to build websites just small websites for small businesses or whatever. Not small businesses, but not established people. Really, it's about money. I'm gonna be straight with you. It's about money. I don't want to do small projects. I want to do projects that are, I keep changing the number, but I'm going to be I don't know what the right word is, generous in what it is. I don't want to do projects under $5,000 as far as building it goes, just because the way that I build, the way that I have everything set up, I just don't think it's a good I'm not saying it's not a good relationship. I think that there's better uses of people's money rather than paying me $500 to build a website that they could build on Shopify or Wix or Squarespace or whatever, and just do it that way. I mean, I've done it for friends in the past, and that was really great. But I'm at the point now where I know a lot of shit, and I try to make a masterpiece out of everything that I do. And we'll take a look at my site in a minute. It's just I want an ecosystem. I want to build ecosystems in these WordPress websites. I don't want to build just little pages with words on them. So I think if that's something that you need, Squarespace or Wix, I would definitely recommend you go there. I'm always happy to consult and talk about that sort of stuff. It's just doing this stuff. I can't be doing it for a limited amount because I have other things that I'd like to do, and this is just one part of the things that I do. The reason I say that is because I was thinking about pricing structure and all that sort of stuff. And the other thing is you just have to educate people when you build websites. And I'm trying to do that more and more through, Find a Tech's outlets of YouTube and all that. But the big thing is the way that short way of understanding how to build a website you need some certain things like a domain name and hosting and all that. But like, just if you came to me, you pay for a domain name and then you pay me to build the site, which again, I'm not trying to do anything under $5,000. Then it doesn't just stop there. I mean, like, in order to have a website, you need to have it over time. Like, you need to pay for the hosting, and the maintenance, the upkeep, stuff like that. And that would be something that I would have to do if it was, on my servers and, the way that I built and everything. So then that's an ongoing fee. And then, like, what is that? So I was like looking into that, and I've been trying to do a bunch of different things. I do things and then I come back to them or whatever. But, one of the things I was messing around with was just like a plan here that, is like a monthly hosting and maintenance plan. And that's what you pay me to, have all these things, like have hosting, uptime, security. I manage everything, do security checks, plugin updates, all that sort of stuff. So I'm still tinkering with this, but this is what I was working on back then on that day there. And I'm happy with the way that it's going. I've definitely made some progress here, but it's just, you get into business and you like learn different things and you learn what's good and what's bad and how difficult it is to deal with certain people or certain businesses, certain types of things. And you just try to, I'm huge on process. So I'm trying to get this process nailed down, which is why I have like another page over here, website development, where I literally try to explain the exact process. I absolutely hate when people withhold information. They're not transparent. They're not like upfront about the things that they're going to do, especially in like a service-based business like this. It's like, just tell me exactly how this is going to go. Okay. Like, I'm not going to try to, I don't ever want to know. I don't want to know the process so I can try to fuck with the process. I want to know the process so I understand what to expect. It's just a good way to manage expectations is really what it is. So, I'm always going to try to be this transparent with everything I do, whether it's a service or whether it's a product or whatever it is. I don't want to. I don't even want to enter an agreement with somebody without us both understanding what's going to happen, because that's fucking stupid in my opinion. So, but yeah, I was working on the that hosting page there, just different stuff, trying to make this easier, because when I do get clients, I want it to go relatively smoothly, because right now it's just me. So I can't be doing, I'm going to have to be doing everything unless I delegate things, but I also want it to be as efficient as possible. So that's pretty much it. So worked on that. That was exciting. Talked to a good buddy of mine, CT Cope, fellow web developer, and we're just hashing different things out, thinking about different stuff, different ways to do things. It's going well. It's moving. And I'm happy that I have this. I'm happy that I've developed these skills over time. I just want to use them to the best of my abilities in the right circumstances too. I don't want to overcharge people. I want to charge people appropriately for good work, and not every person or business or, personality or whoever, is going to fit that mold. And I want to do my best with everything that I know about web development and websites and all that sort of stuff to steer people in the right direction, whether that's with me or whether that's with another platform. That's my goal. Okay, so I want to talk about this page real quick because this is pretty cool. So the other thing, as I was saying, I got that BlockFi card. So this card actually right here, the BlockFi Rewards Visa signature card here. And that's pretty cool because what it does is, I think for the first like 3 months or whatever, it's 3.5% back in Bitcoin. But after that, I'm pretty sure it's like 1.5. Doesn't matter though. It's like cash back, but instead of cash back, it's Bitcoin. So that's cool. But yeah, it's just a regular, kind of credit card. It's not a debit card. That's really important to note. It is not a debit card because I've seen several places like you need a checking account for a debit card. Like I hope people understand that. And I don't pay with checking, first of all, but I don't pay with my checking account. I pay the cards off with the checking account because that's how you maximize your rewards, obviously. And that's just something that the way that I operate. So when I saw this, I was like, it's pretty cool. So I've been using it on certain purchases, and I'm excited to just get a little Bitcoin back for the purchases and yeah, I mean, as far as things to talk about, nothing really crazy. No annual fee, no foreign transaction fee. It doesn't have. Did they give me a $12,000 credit limit? Can't remember. It's not in here yet. I didn't. I have to talk about the page itself, but just the card specifically. It's solid. You know, and this is. I'll just drop this in here if you want to check this out. The credit cards page here. But yeah, it's a great card. Also, while I'm here, I think it's somewhere else in there, but Chase Freedom Flex card. I had the Chase Freedom card, which was similar to this, but just slightly worse because it has less like perks. And I product changed to this, so it's not like getting a new card. It's just like throwing your old card away and getting this one. Because it's the replacement product. It's like the other one's discontinued. So that's cool. I'm excited about that too. I'm a geek with this stuff, with this credit card stuff. So the point that I want to make though with this page and talking about this is that I thought it was really cool. Couple things. So if you've ever been to the site NerdWallet, I don't know what this is. Let's go to like NerdWallet. Really good resource for all things credit cards. I'm not trying to become NerdWallet, but I kind of stole the idea of what they do here. So they have a credit. This is just best offers in August, but they have a credit card and they have the picture. They have apply now. Whatever. As you can see, this right here, this format looks quite similar to this. And I need to tweak it still, but it's a good format. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to do something like this, and I like it, and I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm not gonna use mine as a give you all the information and review credit cards. I'm gonna give you what I have and the reasons I have them, and then if it makes sense for you, do your own research. But if it makes sense and you want to support me, you can click on this apply now button. And I'm going to try to do as many referral links as possible because that's exactly what they do. If you come to any one of these and you press apply, and then it's a referral link and they make money when you apply via these links. That's how it works. So just any time that you have that opportunity, if you're trying to build something, it's always a great idea to, if you have experience, this is literally leveraging your experience and the money you've spent in certain products, not in a credit card necessarily, but like leveraging the knowledge and experience you have and trying to make money, a little bit of money here and there off of referring other people. Like, hey, this product's great, check it out, and be sincere. Don't fucking tell people to go buy shit things or do shit stuff. But I wouldn't have these credit cards if I didn't like them. So that is why we are doing something like this. So basically, it's just a nice little page on the site here that I built to kind of model it after that, and it has the information. It's going to have more information. I don't have all this stuff in there yet, but it has the kind of the stats, and it's going to have the stats that I have, like my credit limit and stuff like that, just so you have an idea of what they'll do. And I should put somewhere on here. Oh, I have a fucking great idea. I want to make this. I wanted to make this. This might not stay like credit cards. I wanted to do like what's in my wallet. I had a really fucking cool idea. Actually, I had a really cool idea to do, like a, like if you've ever seen like an animated 3D model of my wallet and like the cards coming out, just as like a show thing, and then have something like this where it shows all the cards and stuff. I would love to do that. I'm not 100% sure how to lay that out yet, but I just had an idea on here. I should mark it down actually. I will make a note of it actually. I should put my current credit score somehow. I should somehow do that. I hope there's an easy way to do that, but I don't know. I want my current credit score on this page, so people also know like what my credit is at, what my credit score is, in consequence of these cards or whatever. Like so, it's one of them said it's like 756, but like credit wise says it's between 756 and 806 because like every fucking one's different. But I should put that on here so it's like you kind of understand too, like just where this is at. But that'd be cool, like what's in my wallet, and like that financial part of it. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, I think that would be cool. So anyway, something like that. And then just show all the cards. I have more stuff too. These are just the specific credit cards that I have. But it would be cool. I should probably get rid of the Freedom. It would be cool to do that. Maybe the debit cards. I don't know. Just have to think about it. Just have to think about that a little bit more. But I like the page. I like where it's going. I like the idea of it sharing the types of things that have worked for me. So yeah. So we're moving along there. That's pretty cool. What else we got? Okay, so Saturday worked at Ray's, took a shower, had dinner with family, and then filmed AM and PM. Pretty straightforward. Sunday worked at Ray's, sold a keyboard. So I sold a Casio keyboard. I bought it. I don't know if I even bought it. I don't know if I bought it or if it was a gift. I can't remember. But it was a while ago. And I like to play piano. I don't know how to play piano, but I know like very few things. And it was kind of cool, but I'm just not musically talented. And I can't, for some reason, like I can't get it to work out in my head how to move this a little bit. I can't get it to work out in my head how to like use both hands and play the keyboard. So I sold that. I don't even know how much I sold it for. I think maybe $20 or something. I think, but I'm happy about it because I'm a minimalist and I sell shit. So, but I sold it and it seemed like they were really happy about that. So they got a nice little deal there. But yeah, sell your old shit. I would highly recommend that. And then I taped my Twigs. There's two right over here behind this, in this corner of this wall here. There's two more Twigs, which you can see on my website under the ball hockey section. You can see the gear, and that is I don't know. I just taped them because I had 2 games. So I had 2 NBHL games. That was a long time ago. And then took a shower. Yep. And then Monday had Chimera meetings. So Chimera, you should definitely check out Chimera. I'm working on the site, but I will drop the old Instagram in here because it's pretty dope. It's a nice space. They're doing a lot of cool stuff. You should definitely go check that out. Had meetings with the boys out there. Then had my first BlockFi card purchase. Can't remember where that was. Like just like a dollar store item or something like that. So I got some Bitcoins there. That was exciting. Played some hockey. Been playing a lot of hockey. I got to talk about that real quick. Been playing a lot of fucking hockey. Sundays, NBHL. Mondays, out of Murraysville. Tuesdays, Bridgeville. And then North Hills. Like, I mean, four different teams. And I've had to miss a fuck ton recently because, like, things are just, like, overlapping and they're all in different places. So I'm not mad about it, but it is... it's definitely been a lot. So, but it's summertime, so nice weather. Okay, Tuesday, took down some trash, emailed Chase. Oh, I know what this was. This was former colleague of mine had a question about some like domain and different stuff like that, and I went super sleuth and I figured out everything about like where the domain was, where it was stored and stuff like that, where it was like bought through and how everything was set up. And I was pretty impressed with the way that I was able to kind of like track down and basically exactly say how, like, I didn't know anything other than like very few details, and I got it all kind of sorted out. So that was exciting. Yeah, just I like doing that sort of stuff. Again, the website stuff is just a really great example of what happens when you put time and energy into understanding a certain topic over, a period of just a couple years, and then how good you can become at it, how just knowledgeable at it, and you just understand certain scenarios. And then, like, even if something comes up that you haven't really seen before, you can use critical thinking and just like research to figure it out. So I'm always excited when I have those opportunities. Did our finances, went to Chimera, went to Cinderlands, which is like a pretty interesting bar restaurant place in the Strip District. It was Taco Tuesday. I should have got the salsa with the tacos because they were not very good in my opinion. Anyway, well, and then played some hockey. Wednesday, did more of that MJS credit cards page, which is still not done. Processed AM in the PM. Went to Sam's Club with Amanda. That's going to be interesting, going to shop with Amanda for like groceries and stuff. That's just it's not something that I've done, so that'll be a new thing. Then had dinner with Amanda. Went to the gym with Amanda. Thursday, scheduled AM in the PM. Showered, shaved. Chimera again. I was going out there a good bit. Haven't been out there in like a week and a half now, but lots of good progress there. Trying to finish up some projects, some websites and stuff. And also, I have I don't know. I think I talked about it last time. It's actually been that long. I have shirt samples for Fueled by Progress that came from China, and we need to get some vinyl and some screen print on those. Excited to do that. I just need to ramp that up. That's a process, man. There's a lot of things there, money involved. We need to dive into that. So I'm excited for where we go next with it. Okay, haircut. Got a haircut. That's fun. Dinner with Amanda, gym with Amanda. I told you I was at the gym a lot. I told you, didn't I tell you? I told you. Friday, promoted AM in the PM, and then upgraded that Freedom Flex like I mentioned earlier. So excited about the new credit card situation. Then did some shipping research. So I have a client that needs to potentially ship some items, and they have a couple different like options. And there's actually some really interesting things out there now with USPS. So you can there's apps. One of them is Pirate Ship, I believe, and it's a really cool like little interface that you sign up for, and you can it's like good and bad because like I can't remember exactly how it was now, but you can link it up to like WooCommerce or Shopify or whatever. You can get the orders into them from that site. Like when somebody places an order, you can get it in there. You have the client's information, everything like that, and then you can just print out a postage thing. But I did the research for the client, and then I was like still like kind of thinking about like what I should do as far as the way it'll be best for them. But then I was also thinking about like for Fueled by Progress, because when we stop using Printful, when we start transitioning into like actually shipping stuff, that's going to be a little different, and we're going to have to do that ourselves. And I was like, how am I going to, like, how's the easiest way to do this? And I don't really know. I don't know if there's not an easy way to do it. I mean, I really don't think there's an easy way to do it. You literally just have to have the ship, and you have to package it in a box or in like a poly mailer or whatever, and then you have to slap the USPS thing on it. And you have to know the hardest part about mailing stuff, which again I haven't really done it too much, is you have to know how much it weighs generally. And for somebody that just isn't familiar with how to do that, like you just don't know how much stuff weighs. So that is that's just a thing that is a part of it, I guess. But that's a hurdle, just trying to understand the shipping and understand how much that stuff costs. Because the other thing, here's what I meant. Okay, let's say you go on a website and you order a shirt for $10. Let's exclude tax, because that's relatively easy to calculate somehow, I'm sure. And in some states, I don't know how that works. I mean, there's obviously a metric there that somehow you have to pay for tax. But let's just leave out tax. Let's say that the shirt is $10. That's the subtotal, and then you have to tack on the shipping. Well, how do you handle that? So, do you go free shipping? That's an option, and you just build like the shipping prices into the close. I don't know, maybe that's an option. But then you have to pay for shipping, obviously, as the owner. You're still gonna have to pay for that. But let's say that you want to do something simple in a sense of just pass the shipping costs along to the customer. I need to figure out in my technical implementation, I want to figure out a way where I can just say, okay, this person is going to get a shirt for $10, and I want to know exactly how much this is going to cost to ship it when I go to the store or when I print out the label or whatever. I want to know exactly how much it's going to cost me to ship this to them. Let's say, for instance, just for easy numbers, let's say it's $5. And I want to charge the customer the exact amount that it's going to cost to ship. So they pay $15. I just pass the shipping along to them, and that's it. I don't want to overcharge them for shipping. I don't want to undercharge them for shipping. I want to be the exact thing. I have not figured out an exact way to do that. I have figured out that there's like ways to, like if you're going to use UPS, there's a way to do it where you can get like the live rates. But from what I saw, the extension that I saw in there, you have to pay for that. I don't know. So I was messing around with that, and then I was messing around with FBP on the website, just in the order thing, like where you put in your address and stuff. I saw this thing, you can do address validation. So you set it up and you can, somebody can type in like, 100 or whatever it was, 1600 Pennsylvania Ave, for the White House or whatever. You just, as you start typing in 123 or, whatever, it populates that stuff. That's kind of cool. But I actually think that I'm gonna have to pay for that too. So I don't really know if that's going to happen, because like the way that works is that it uses a couple different things to get that data. So I don't know. We'll see about that. But yeah, cool stuff. We'll get there. Just don't know. I mean, always playing with different ideas and stuff. And then did some MJS Site Work. I can't even remember what that was, to be completely honest with you. Maybe we can jog our memory. I don't really know. I need to do a lot more content on here, and I actually got a comment today about this site saying that there's a lot of stuff on here. It's pretty built out, and yeah, it is. I just need to do a better job of doing some call to actions, or just kind of steering people in the right direction. Right now, it's just like a absolute, like info dump of everything that I've tried to do. It might have been the gear. Nah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's just things missing, but we're on the right track. We just need to just keep moving on it. But yeah, I did something there. I don't know. And then had dinner with Amanda, and then filmed AM to PM. Saturday, I worked at Ray's, shower, cut my nails. It's important. Got to do that again, maybe at some point. Had a pizza party. Where the hell did I have a pizza party? Oh, a pizza party at my house. Just like some food with people. And then played some basketball. Sunday, did some logo research. So this is actually kind of important. So here's the thing. Fuel by progress. Okay. I'm gonna go on a little bit of a thing here. Take you inside my mind here for a second. All right. I've been watching and consuming a decent amount of content over the last like year or whatever about like apparel, right? And I built this website with a lot of things in mind, not nearly done or perfect, but I built it with a lot of stuff in mind. Heavy inspiration on all fronts, from Alphalete, Gymshark, Adidas, Nike, the big names, the good names, Lululemon, huge, like, credit, I guess, slight credit to those for ideas. But I took a lot of inspiration and a lot of different like concepts from those, and started to try to mold that into like an FBP, brand and everything. So, I mean, I'm not going to walk through this entire site because that's not what this is about. But the point is that like, I want this brand, it's not right now, but I want this brand to be something very serious, because I know that the messaging behind it is tremendous, and I know that it just has the opportunity to be that as we continue to move. So it's podcast, apparel, community. Like, those are the things. We got to keep doing it. We got to keep doing it as well as possible, and it's just going to keep going. Like ambassadors, wallpapers, like help center, like all sorts of shit that like you would not see. You don't see the people aren't going to this stuff right now because we're not like advertising. We're not getting enough traffic. But like these things, like you don't see these things in other small brands at the level of like that we're on here. So that is just kind of my overall thought process right now as far as where we're at and what we've done so far. Now, here's the thing though. I really want to ramp this up. Okay. I really want to ramp Fueled by Progress up slowly but surely. And by ramping it up, I mean like actually doing more of the clothing part, right? The apparel part. Because I need to get back on the podcast, but the podcast is not hard in a sense. Like I was in a groove. I just stopped asking people to come on the show. I have many people that can come on the show. I'm going to ask a bunch of people where I'll talk about this in a little bit. Me and Amanda are probably going to buy a house. Very serious. We just submitted the purchase agreement. So we're going to buy a house. Her house, actually, her parents' old house. And we're going to set it up, and we're going to have a studio. It's going to be great. I'm very excited about it. It's a lot to do, but I know it's the right decision. So we're going to get into that. The reason that I bring that up again is because we're going to have studio space there. We're going to do it. That's the podcast. The community thing, that's also kind of separate. I have some good ideas for that too. We're going to get into that. The apparel, though, is important, because I want to rep that shit myself, and I think other people can too. Everything here is from Printful so far, which is fine, but it needs to be better long term. And there is a piece missing, I believe. So I should put out some sort of like question or something, but there's a piece missing. The piece that is missing is that right now, everything looks like this for one reason and one reason only, like this Fueled by Progress logo like this, just because we're still waiting on the trademark, which I haven't checked the status in a while. But it needs to be fully gone through and finalized, because we want the Fueled by Progress word mark, trademark thing. So that's why every piece of clothing just has Fueled by Progress like written on it as well. That's important. But that's why I wanted to get all this stuff up. That's why I got it up originally. Here's the thing, though. As we move forward, I don't want to necessarily have Fueled by Progress like written on everything, obviously. And the FBP logo, it just doesn't do it for me. Like, I like FBP, the font and everything like that. Like, I really like Fueled by Progress. I think that looks kind of cool. And I like the messaging and stuff. Obviously, the messaging is important. And it's very... I think it's very solid. But the big thing that is super important, that I think that we are missing currently, and I hadn't given any thought until like recently too, is I really believe that we need a actual logo, like a pictorial. Could be a monogram, but it needs to be better than this if it's gonna be a monogram. But like something, like I'm really just thinking like that was my shoe, not a fart, if you heard that. I really think we need a pictorial logo, like a Nike swoosh, right? Not an actual Nike swoosh, but a Nike swoosh. So if you say like clothing brand logos, I didn't spell clothing right, but this is what I'm talking about right here. I'm gonna go briefly into this. Just to explain, if you haven't like thought about this before, or whatever, but I want something like this. We need something like this. Again, it could have the name somehow in it, maybe. It seems like, kind of all these ones specifically do. This isn't really a great example, but like, like if you saw these three little, whatever the fuck these are, these little 3-line things, without Adidas, you would know it's Adidas. If you saw this check mark without Nike, you would know it's Nike. So this, Reebok, Under Armour, same shit. Here's the thing. I am not expecting anybody to know what Fueled by Progress is. Like if we had a Nike, let's just say we had like some sort of random like X thing or something like that, just like an X. I'm not expecting anybody to know, or let's say an arrow, because I was thinking about an arrow, some sort of arrow. Let's say we just had some sort of random arrow. I'm not expecting people to understand what that arrow means right now, but like in the future, maybe, yeah. The point is that I want to not have to write the word out, write out Fueled by Progress, or write out like, FBP. I just want a third thing that is some sort of symbol. I think that is definitely something that is important to a brand, and I think there's certain pieces of it that sometimes get overlooked. So like I've seen a lot of logos in the past, and I think a lot of them try to do too much with the logo. These logos right here, are the exact kinds that I love and the ones that I think work. And what I mean is they don't have any gradients, they don't have any shading, they look flat. They look fine in black, they look fine in white, they look fine in any color, and there's nothing special about them other than like they are unique, right? They mean what they mean. Once you start trying to do like weird stuff with logos, it just gets difficult and doesn't make any sense. Because I've had that, I've seen that in the past. And even like multicolored logos, like logos that need different colors in order to make sense. Like this is a good example. Like Fruit of the Loom, I don't know if it's a great example, but just like, I don't know, like jerseys. Like I don't like that. Monochromatic. I think that's important to have a monochromatic logo because then it works in any situation ever. I think that's really important. Or maybe like two, like it's like a black and a white or something like that. Something like this Supreme logo where you have like a box and then another color. Just like definitely no more than two, I guess. I don't know. You could use color, but I'm saying it needs to look good in just black. Like this is what I'm talking about right here. Like something like this. So either some sort of FBP that is stylized better, or just like a Nike swoosh or this Adidas thing. But this is exactly what I'm talking about. I need one of these. Fueled by Progress needs one of these. We've got some ideas. I've got some examples that I really like from different types of brands like that and things. And that's just what we need to do. It's 100% what we need to do. So all that was just saying because I did a lot of logo research and I'm trying to figure all that out, and we need something like that. And you'll know when we have it. But yeah, we're going to do that, and then we're going to obviously make more apparel with that on it and kind of go from there. But yeah. So, anywho, that's our shtick there with the logo research. Then I did some moving help. Amanda's family's moving, so I did that. I helped them with that. Played some hockey. Actually was off on that Sunday. This Sunday that we're talking about here, so that was cool. Played some hockey. Went to Max and Irma's. Went to the gym. Played some basketball. A lot of activity that day. Then Monday, we did some more logo research, trying to find some good samples and stuff, different examples. And then finances. Took my Gma, my grandma, and my mom to like a doctor's appointment and got some pizza out of it. Caliente, fireplace. If you're in Pittsburgh area, go to Caliente. It's fantastic. Then I got my key fob for my Civic it's a little messed up. These things just break, screws and like the plastic break off. So I got a new one, which still doesn't even work that well. It's kind of weird the way that I don't know. Just the whole thing doesn't really. I don't know. It's not great, but it works. Find a text site work. I think I was just working on that more with the hosting and stuff. Played some hockey. I guess that was not a scheduled game, yeah. And then went to the gym. A funny random thing about gym. My best times at the gym, I think, are like at night for some reason. Like right now time, like 11 o'clock or 11:30. Like I'll go play hockey as like some cardio and then like go to the gym. Not every time, but that's like just a good time for me. Don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm like loose or something. One more funny story. The first time that I went to the gym that late was like at Planet Fitness. It was like 11 o'clock and like I could not sleep. Like the first time I got like a actual pump at the gym long time ago, like I could not sleep. It was so weird. Which is understandable though, because that's normally how it works, but not for me anymore. It's like, okay, I'm going to do that and then I'm going to go to sleep. Anyway, so took down the trash on this Tuesday here. We started taking some crypto profits because we are going to need to pay for a mortgage, and I don't really have any liquid cash, really. So got retirement, we have crypto, and then we have a little bit of money that we just have in the checking. And we've made some profits on crypto. The market was up. It was up like 10 grand at some point for me. My portfolio roughly, and then it went down for like 3 months, and then it was back up. So I took some profits, and don't know how I'm going to deal with that tax wise, or if you even have to. I don't even know. We'll see. But so we got some crypto profits though, And then we called our lender that we're going to use for the house, and we've been going back and forth with them. I'm excited to kind of like talk more about that, or kind of document the process a little bit. Just like, it's very educational, just learning about how to purchase a home. So that's been something. And then I got my helium miner, which is right, it's right there. Yeah, it's right there somewhere, past my printer. And that's very exciting. The helium miner has, I'll check my wallet right now for an update. I want to make I want to try to make a video maybe tomorrow, a helium update, because I put it on my my phone or my Instagram, and I put it on my Instagram, and a lot of people were interested in it. So I'd like to make an update on that. I've made $35 from this helium miner, and that's like in HNT. It's like, it's like two, like, what is that, one? Wait, what? 0.79 HNT. Wait, the fuck? Wait a second. Is that really that? Did it go up? No. HNT was like at $17. Is it up at 30? Is it over 35? Wait, I'm kind of confused. But the point is that the helium miner mines helium, obviously. Helium cryptocurrency. And I think it was at 70? It's at 19. Okay, weird. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I have $35 in the wallet. Okay, so I'll do quick synopsis here. But helium is a cryptocurrency, and you can buy a miner, several different brands or whatever. I have a Bobcat one, and it's about $500 for the miner. As far as electricity and power consumption, it is a 5 watt bulb. Okay, so 0.12 kilowatt hours. I have no idea how much that is in electricity, but I know it's not a lot. It's not like a whole PC or anything like that. So it's just small energy consumption, $500 investment up front. and then you set it up. You have the radio. It's like a radio antenna, and it's connected to your network. And then you get the Helium app. You make a little Helium wallet, and you set up the hotspot thing, and you like assert its location, like wherever you're at. And then it has a map, like a Helium, like a whole Explorer Helium thing, and like you can see everyone's hotspots, like all of these green sections here. That's like a little index. It's like a little hex map, and like each one of these is a helium miner. It's like a 1 kilometer thing. Like this is like some random dude's helium miner here, and I'm looking at in like Indianapolis, and you can come on here and you can see the status of it, and you can see like all the stuff. So I'll use this as an example here, just real quick. So mine says right here, like over the last, I don't know, roughly 7 days. It's 35 in like 5 days, I think. So this guy's made like $145 in like 7 days. I had some trouble initially because like my thing was relayed, like this guy says. And the problem there is that it wasn't connected to the network. Like it was having trouble connecting. I fixed that problem. I'll talk about that in the update or whatever. But the point is that I bought this thing for $500. And since Thursday, I've made $35 from it. Just sitting there. It mines helium tokens. It does stuff on the helium network that is like all of these helium miners are building this network of Internet of Things like type network that is, the helium network. And I'm just being a part of that by having this thing in my house, and it does a little work on that network and stuff like that, and from that I get rewarded. That's basically what mining cryptocurrency is. And this one's just an easy one to get into. So, yeah. So but the idea here though depends on a lot of factors, a lot of different things that I'm not going to get into because I don't even know them all. Like there's like different antennas you can get and all sorts of shit. But I'm just showing you a random guy as an example because this guy's obviously had this for a while, and over the last 30 days he's made $600. Okay, so I'm not sure if that it varies heavily depending on where you're at, depending on your placement of your thing, depending on how densely populated the area is, depending on which antenna you have, depending on your terrain, depending on many factors, if your thing's relayed or not, like all sorts of shit. How many witnesses, whatever. But the point is that you're going to make some money. So that is why I got it. And I got it a long time ago. I ordered it in April and it just came. And yeah, they're on quite back order because there's like 130,000 of them now worldwide, and there was like 20 when I got mine or something. So the point is that's pretty exciting. If you want to get on it, go to helium.com, check it out. I'll drop something in the thing here. I'll just drop Helium. Drop that in there. But yeah, go check it out if you're interested in it. And yeah, so we got the Helium miner. I'm gonna give an update. I'll make an update video or something like that. But I'm pretty excited about it. So that is going well. Had a call with my buddy CT, talked about some website stuff, talking to him again tomorrow. Exciting. He's coming in next week, going to a Pirate game. Hopefully it doesn't rain. That would suck. Then played some hockey. I was a sub, and then I had a regular game. Wednesday, I was a chauffeur for my little cousin. Took her to camp. Then watched Hard Money, which is like I'm going to actually... Hard Money. There we go. I'll drop this in here. This is a free little film here about Bitcoin and what happened in 1971 where we got off the gold standard. Because I watched a Jordan Peterson interview with some guys that are like have like some like I don't actually know what they were. They're like just dudes talking about Bitcoin. So I did that, and then I watched the film that one guy made. Then I watched Field of Dreams because the Field of Dreams game was the next day. So I watched the actual Field of Dreams. Signed up for Peacock, the fucking network thing with that. That's free, and I used a burner email. So yeah, I don't want emails from Peacock. Processed AM in the PM. Took a nap, and then picked up a couch. So we bought a couch from a flea market, from a flea market, like a yard sale type thing from a church. It's a decent, like it's like more like a love seat, like a leather love seat. Should be fine. Man, I want to put it in the studio. Might have to paint it. I don't know. We'll see. It's like a light brown. You'll see it eventually, I'm sure. Dinner with Amanda, gym with Amanda, and then we started the loan application. That was not a good time at night to start that because that took a lot more, and we needed to get a bunch of shit for that, a bunch of documents and stuff. Then Thursday, chauffeured again, scheduled AM and the PM, worked at Ray's, took a shower, promoted AM and the PM. Started on this, did some work on this document that I'm working with in like Google Sheets or whatever to show Amanda how much money we're gonna have to, budget for like the mortgage and stuff, and then the mortgage and all sorts of shit, like just utilities and things like that. So we're working on that. It's gonna be interesting, but it'll be fine because this is a better option than renting at this point because we're getting a good deal and it's a good starter home. So I'm excited to just, I'm excited to move out. I'm excited to hit this next step. We're almost 26. It's time to go. Birthday dinner for Amanda's mom. That was fun. Friday, chauffeured again. Worked at Ray's, showered. Went to the flea market. Luckily, we didn't buy a whole ton of shit. That's good. And I'll talk about that for a second too. Like anytime you move, and just in general, I think you should try to talked about this a little bit today. I think it was in the video today, which I'll link later on. You got to live intentionally. You got to live intentionally about the stuff that you bring into your life. Whether it's physically, mentally, whatever. I mean, I like everything to have a place, and have a purpose even more so than a place, because if you don't have a purpose for things, it doesn't need to be a crazy purpose. Like this pen is not that fucking important, but like it's actually funny fucking story. So this pen is actually really important, because when my room was differently set up and I didn't just have this big desk here, I had like an L-shaped desk, And I remember when I was younger, I had like this obsession. I was going through this obsession phase where I was buying shit, and I bought some stuff for my room, and I bought like a whole package of these pens, these Bic Atlantic pens, right? And they're solid. There was like 20 of them or whatever. I bought this big package of pens and mechanical pencils and stuff, and I put all of those pens and mechanical pencils in like a drawer in my desk, a little cubby thing in a drawer, and that was great. You know, I mean, I had some pens. I'm telling you, I never fucking used all those pens though. Like I maybe used like 3 of them max, and I just thought it was really funny now that I'm thinking back on that. And I was just about to say this pen isn't that important because when I moved this desk and like, you know, did this new setup where I have some drawers over there, but I don't have like drawers in the desk or whatever. I was like, I'm getting rid of all these fucking pens and shit that I don't use. I got pens, like paper clips and shit. Like I don't need all this stuff, especially now, maybe ever. And I don't need all this stuff. And I got rid of them, gave them my, you know, parents or whatever, took them down to the restaurant or whatever. And I was about to say this pen isn't very important. And it's not important, you know, absolutely, you know, like overall. But this is the only fucking pen in my room. You know, it's like I have like a pen, a highlighter, and a fucking and a mechanical pencil. That's all I have. So you might think that's a little extreme. I don't think it's extreme for one room. If you have a house, maybe have more than one fucking pen. It's funny because there's a scene in Pursuit of Happiness where he doesn't have a pen at all. So I'm not saying don't have pens. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that have a purpose for things, right? And live intentionally in the sense of if you need something, get it. Don't deprive just deprive yourself of things you need. But be cognizant of the fact that you don't need everything. Like there are things that you don't need, and there is an amount of things that you don't need. And I just think that my life has improved tremendously from that because I was able to. You might not think that you have to devote energy to things, but like when there's just like a lot of shit physically in your like room or in your home, I really think it does subconsciously start to weigh on people because I've seen this firsthand now. When you go to move or when you go to move into a new house or whatever, you have to take all of that stuff and either take it there, which is pain in the ass, or you have to declutter. I just choose to try to think of it. And I'm not saying I don't have like stuff that I could get rid of. I do, but I just try to think of it like as like a doorway. Don't let the stuff in. Like check at the doorway, you know, mentally if you need that thing or if you already have one or if you can at least replace something, right? If I'm bringing this in, is there something that I can replace? Like if I get like a new, you know, a new pair of headphones, like do I really need the old pair of headphones? Some, you know, things like that. And because you could sell it and get a couple bucks back, or you could just give it to somebody and maybe make their day, you know? So that's what I mean. Just live intentionally and don't have extra shit. We all need things, and people get this misconception that like I'm a minimalist and I don't want to have anything or whatever. I definitely have things. Obviously, I have shit. You know, I have a whole fucking gear page with like fucking 100 items on. You know, but they have purpose, is what it is. Just make sure that you have purpose for shit, because when you don't have a purpose, you don't feel good. When the stuff doesn't have a purpose, you're not going to feel good about that because you're just going to be like, well, what the fuck is this for? Like, you know, I don't know. It's my thoughts. It's working for me. Then we had dinner, went to the gym, worked on that loan app. Saturday, chauffeur, loan application work. Didn't work on Saturday. Had a wedding, beautiful wedding. Congratulations, Ben and Sav. Sunday, worked at Ray's, took a shower, napped, then had an NBHL, I think it was 2 games, right? Pretty sure it was 2 games. Yeah, almost positive it was 2 games. Lost the first one, won the second one. More loan app work. I told you it's been taking a lot of time. Monday, did our finances, more loan app stuff. Fixed Google Desktop. That's actually a funny, interesting thing. If you're a Google Desktop, Google Drive user, then you might use Backup and Sync, which like syncs the stuff down to Google Drive. And there's like a new one now, which is way better in theory, but it does not migrate well, at least from my experience. So I had to like mess with all that on my PC and my laptop. But it works now. It's pretty good. It makes them like little virtual drives. Kind of nice. I should make content on that too, because I didn't see any good content on that when I was fucking doing that. That's important too. Try to capitalize on opportunities. It's very important. What else we got? Clean up financial docs. So I've just been, actually, I took all my tax returns for the last 2 years and all W-2s and stuff, and I scanned that for the loan app, and I made them all digital. So I'm gonna shred those tomorrow, I think, but had to just organize them and everything in the drive. Fixed the helium miner because it was relaying. It was relaying the first couple days. I thought I fixed it, but then it was messed up again and I had to fix it. So I think it's good now. Watched Moneyball just because I saw a random YouTube video, and then I decided to watch the whole movie. And then played some hockey. Tuesday, got pre-approved, so we got a pre-approval letter. We just need to do these last couple steps here to really get the ball moving. Actually, I think we're kind of good now. I'll talk about that. Well, actually, that's not even on here. We had to, because we're not using a realtor because we already have the deal set and everything. So we had to go through the purchase agreement, the seller's disclosure with Amanda's mom. So we did that, and yeah, we just submitted that. So hopefully we get the ball rolling on that. We did more mortgage work, pre-approved mortgage work, stuff like that. Then I had Game 3 of our NBHL series semifinals. We won that yesterday. So that means that we are in the championship for Pittsburgh division. And that means that tentatively, I guess we're going to New Jersey, September 18th and 19th, a month from today. So that is a trip that I have to figure out how to go to. So yeah. Then Wednesday, today, posted some content, a lot of good stuff here, actually. Where's my vids? This is back here. We're getting a sneak peek at what's for tomorrow here. But this is... what the fuck is up? That's how I started that. I'm going to like that video. Make sure you like it. I'm going to share this if it works. Being a little slow. But this was a video about... Oh, tomorrow's Live Intentionally. I was just saying I need to talk more in this video and like some home buying tips and stuff, because I need to talk more. Like this is the thing that I love to do the most, and I know that a lot of things that I have to say are valuable, and I just know people can benefit from it, and I need to do it more often. I need to make more YouTube videos because we just eclipsed 400 subscribers, and we are up to 300 or 3,800 hours, right? That's hours. Yeah. Almost 4,000 hours in the last 12 months. And if you can see there, it's very small. You probably can't see it, but it says to be eligible for the YouTube Partner Program, you must reach 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers. So that is what we're trying to do. We're trying to get 600 more subscribers and hit that 4,000 hour watch time thing, which is 4,000 shouldn't be a hard thing. Just got to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. And then all that really does, I think, is make ads on your videos, which I'm not really a big fan of, honestly. So I'm just trying to get to that point so we can have that as a option. I don't really want to decimate people with ads, because my YouTube experience is phenomenal without ads. But that's because I pay for YouTube Premium. I don't actually know how many people pay for YouTube Premium. I would recommend it, honestly, because it's great. There's no ads. But yeah. So anyway, we did that. Lots of content, though. You can check that video out. Also, while I'm here, I will, if I could get back to the damn... Oh, there I am. If I can get back to my subscriptions right here. If you're interested in web design at all, I made this video today because Elementor is being a total fuck, and there's definitely a bug, and I was having that problem, so I made that video as well, and it's already got 16 views, so that's cool. Exciting. But yeah, so we did that, posted a lot of content there, some tweets. Gotta follow me on Twitter. Dude. Gotta follow me on Twitter. please. I post funny stuff. There we go. And yeah. So we did that, the website stuff. That was the problem with the Find a Tech video. It's just annoying. I don't know what the problem is. I went to go work on a website and like I updated some plugins. It got messed up. It's definitely a problem, and I don't understand how people haven't seen it. Like, it's a big, Elementor is a big plugin that people use, and I don't understand how I'm the only person that sees this stuff's fucked up. I don't know. But anyway, did that, and then played some basketball. Learned about the Tor browser from my buddy Jesse. That's kind of interesting. Don't really have a huge use case for that, but did that. And then I wanted to make sure we got this MJS Live going because I haven't been here in a while. And I need to erase all this shit so I can go to the next, so I can just and move forward here fresh on Thursday here tomorrow. So that's really all I got. It's been a time. I got a lot more stuff that I want to do here. We're just getting started, obviously. But yeah. Pretty good. What was that? Hour. Jeez. Speed run. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. As far as like some accountable things here, actionable things, moving forward, really would love, the trouble is I bounce around, right? That's the big trouble always, is that I bounce around, and we're on, we got MJS Industries, and we're working on Szymanski Media, just overall personal brand, the Fueled by Progress brand, AM and the PM, Find a Tech, ZPG is not there yet. But we're working on these different things, and it's just taking some time. So we're bouncing around, we're doing different stuff, but it's gonna be good. I'm excited about it. But that's all I got. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you very much as always. But other than that, we're gonna try to be more consistent. I'm really trying to do that. What I'm actually trying to do is have some projects. I'll give you a quick roadmap. I have some projects here with Find a Tech I'm trying to get squared away and finished, so then we can focus more on the bigger projects that we would get with Find a Tech. Again, like I said, new vision on that as far as moving forward, and then also like AM and the PM every week, Fueled by Progress, kicking the podcast back up, getting the clothing going and everything like that, and then just pumping out a shit ton of content for me. Entrepreneurship, finance, marketing. I don't give a fuck. Any sort of thing that I want to talk about, I'm going to post on there. So keep coming back, keep watching. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitter, anything like that. But I greatly appreciate it, guys. As always, thank you very much. And I will talk to you